The Social Security Administration just confirmed something that will matter to thousands of retirees checking their accounts first thing tomorrow morning. While most people were asleep, the SSA processed a new batch of deposits scheduled to arrive in accounts tomorrow. If you are part of this payment group, it is essential to know when to expect your funds and why this batch is different from your regular monthly payment. This is not speculation. It comes straight from the SSA's official payment schedule. Understanding how these supplemental batches work can make the difference between unnecessary stress and peace of mind. Timing is critical because banks post deposits at different hours. Knowing whether you fall into the early morning group or the later wave allows you to plan your day accordingly. What makes this batch particularly noteworthy is that it includes adjustments many seniors have been waiting months to receive, along with the standard payments for those on specific benefit schedules. Let's go through everything you need to know about tomorrow's deposit, who will be paid, what amounts to expect, and the one step you should take now to make sure there are no issues with your account. The SSA operates on a precise payment calendar that many people do not fully understand, which often leads to unnecessary worry each month. When a new deposit batch is confirmed, it means the SSA's internal system has grouped payments based on several factors, including your birth date, the type of benefits you receive, and any adjustments or corrections that must be applied to your account. Tomorrow's batch is what the SSA calls a supplemental processing wave, which runs alongside the regular payment schedule but serves a special purpose for certain beneficiaries. The reason these payments are processed late at night is actually simple once you understand how the federal payment system works. The SSA does not simply click a button and send money to your bank. There is a comprehensive system run by the Treasury Department that verifies each transaction, confirms account numbers, checks for potential fraud, and routes payments through the Federal Reserve Network to banks nationwide. This process generally begins around midnight Eastern Time because that is when the banking system has the least traffic and the highest processing capacity. Think of it like sending a package during off-peak hours when highways are clear instead of during rush hour. Processing millions of payments overnight ensures that beneficiaries wake up to funds already in their accounts rather than waiting until business hours. Tomorrow's batch is particularly significant because it includes several categories of payments that do not always make headlines. Regular Social Security retirement payments are included for people whose birth dates fall on specific days of the month, but the batch also contains supplemental security income adjustments, disability benefit corrections, and retroactive payments for individuals who recently had benefits recalculated. If you have contacted the SSA in recent months about an issue with your payment amount, there is a very good chance that tomorrow's deposit includes the correction you have been waiting for. The SSA does not always send individual notices before corrected payments go out, which is why some beneficiaries are surprised when they see a different amount than expected. Timing is often the source of confusion and unnecessary panic. When the SSA confirms a deposit batch for a particular date, that date represents when the payment is released to the banking system, not necessarily when it will appear in your account. Most major banks, such as Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo, and U.S. Bank, will post federal deposits in the early morning hours, typically between 2 and 6 a.m., depending on internal processing schedules. Credit unions may post deposits between midnight and 8 a.m., while smaller regional banks sometimes do not post until their official business day begins, which could be as late as 9 or 10 in the morning. This difference does not indicate a problem with your payment. It simply reflects how each financial institution processes federal deposits. It is important to understand the distinction between pending deposits and posted deposits. A pending deposit means the bank has received notice that the funds are coming, but has not yet made them available for use. A posted deposit means the funds are officially in your account and can be withdrawn or used to pay bills. Some banks display Social Security deposits as pending for hours before posting them, while others wait until the funds are fully available. Neither approach indicates an issue, it is simply a matter of policy. Another source of confusion is the difference between regular payment dates and these supplemental batch payments. If you began receiving benefits before May 1997, your regular payment date is the 3rd of each month, regardless of your birth date. For those who started receiving benefits after that date, payments are scheduled based on birth date, with funds going out on the 2nd, 3rd, or 4th Wednesday of each month. Supplemental batches do not follow this schedule. They handle corrections, adjustments, first-time payments for newly approved beneficiaries, and special circumstances outside the regular calendar. Even if tomorrow is not your standard payment day, you might receive an adjustment or correction, so it is wise to check your account. The amount deposited tomorrow may also differ from your usual monthly payment. There are several legitimate reasons for this. One common reason is the annual cost of living adjustment, applied at the beginning of each year. If there were delays in processing your COLA increase, tomorrow's deposit could include back payments covering the months you did not receive the full adjusted amount. Another reason is changes in Medicare premiums, which are automatically deducted from most Social Security payments. If these premiums changed recently, your net deposit could be higher or lower than usual, reflecting retroactive adjustments. Tax withholding is another factor that can affect your deposit. If you elected to have federal taxes withheld from your benefits, the withheld amount is deducted before the funds reach your account. Changes in your withholding or errors in previous deductions may result in a different deposit. The same principle applies to garnishments or offsets for unpaid federal debts, child support, or alimony, which are automatically deducted before the money is deposited. If any of these obligations change, the deposit amount will reflect the adjustment. A common frustration for beneficiaries is receiving a payment that is lower than expected or not seeing a deposit at all. By law, the SSA must send a notice explaining any change to your benefit amount, but these notices often arrive after the electronic payment has been deposited. As a result, you may notice a difference in your bank account days before the letter arrives. If tomorrow's deposit differs significantly from what you anticipated, do not panic immediately. Wait a few days for the notice, and if nothing arrives within a week, contact the SSA to inquire about the discrepancy. Getting through to the SSA by phone can be challenging. The national number is notoriously busy, especially during early morning hours when many people are checking their accounts. The best time to call is midweek, mid-morning, generally Tuesday through Thursday between 10 a.m. and noon. Avoid calling on Mondays or immediately after payment dates, as phone lines are extremely congested. Planning your call can improve your chances of speaking with a representative. Online resources can also be highly useful. Creating a My Social Security account at ssa.gov allows you to view payment history, verify benefit amounts, check notices or letters, and update certain information without calling or visiting an office. Many seniors hesitate to use online services due to security concerns or discomfort with technology, but the portal uses two-factor authentication for safety. Setting up an online account allows you to access information directly rather than waiting on hold for hours. Scams are unfortunately common around Social Security payment dates, preying on those who are expecting money. The SSA will never call to threaten suspension of benefits for payment, ask for personal information via email, or instruct you to buy gift cards to fix a supposed problem. Any communication of this kind is a scam. The SSA will only contact beneficiaries by mail for official matters. If you receive suspicious messages, do not respond, click links, or call numbers provided. Instead, visit ssa.gov directly or call the verified SSA number. Protecting your personal information is as critical as receiving your payment. Tomorrow's deposit batch also includes first-time payments for newly approved beneficiaries. If you recently received approval for retirement, disability, or survivor benefits, tomorrow's deposit could be your initial payment, often larger because it includes retroactive benefits. Retirement benefits may include up to 6 months of retroactive payments depending on application and eligibility timing, while disability benefits can go back a full year or more. A large deposit may represent multiple months of back payments, not an error. Such lump sum payments are beneficial but can have tax implications, as Social Security benefits may be taxable depending on total annual income. Receiving multiple months of benefits at once can push you into a higher tax bracket. Consulting a tax professional can help you manage any liabilities. The confirmation of this deposit batch also highlights the SSA's ability to process payments accurately, despite outdated technology and limited modernization funding. Many of the SSA's systems date back decades, yet millions of payments are processed correctly every month. Mistakes do occur, but resolution often takes time due to system complexity. If your deposit is missing or incorrect, patience may be necessary. Before tomorrow, ensure your banking information is current. If you recently changed accounts, the SSA must have updated direct deposit information. Payments sent to closed accounts will bounce back, causing delays of several weeks. Updating your information can be done online, by phone, or in person, at a local office with your new account details. The SSA does not automatically receive changes made only at your bank, so you must notify them directly. Tomorrow will be a crucial payment day for thousands of seniors. Knowing what to expect, when to expect it, and how to respond if there is an issue can reduce stress. Monitor your account early in the morning, but understand banks process deposits at varying speeds. Differences in payment amounts are often due to legitimate adjustments or corrections, and explanatory letters are usually on the way. Remain vigilant against scams and ensure your banking and personal information is secure. Understanding these steps ensures that receiving your payment is as smooth and stress-free as possible.